Welcome back to the Momentum Sports Podcast. Derek, I got to ask you, what did you think of that LSU Ole Miss game? And was the game won by LSU because LSU is a really good team and they're a possible playoff contender, SEC championship contender? Or is it because Lane Kiffin cannot win the big games? What say you?
I think I think if you have the help of that crowd at LSU, you're gonna win. I guarantee you, if it was on a neutral site or was it Ole Miss would have won. Ole Miss had a hard time trying to hear the plays. They were yelling top of their lungs.
Yeah.
It's all pass plays. You could run it and get away with it, but they're a passing team, and that crowd's going to affect that.
Yeah.
So they didn't have the capability to beat LSU in a Death Valley.
Hmm.
But you know what? Everything can change as it goes on. LSU doesn't play at Death Valley in every game. So yeah, I don't think Lane Kiffin is going to do as well, even though they beat Ole Miss. But yeah, that's Lane Kiffin got lucky. They win in overtime. Imagine if it was over in Ole Miss.
Yeah. Do you mean that LSU got lucky, or
Yep.
yeah, yeah,
That
um,
crowd that crowd helps.
yeah? That was definitely Ellis or Ole Miss's game to lose, and that's what happened. Um, I mean, I've been saying this for a little while. Is Lane Kiffin just cannot win those games? We gave Ohio State kind of a beating in one of our episodes earlier. That was about how Ohio State could not close the game and how that may be something that prevents them from winning a national championship or winning certain playoff games in the future is the inability to close out the big games. And Ohio State has closed out bigger games than Lane Kiffin has, but it's kind of the same thing. I'm not really sure how good LSU is. I think, like Derek said, the crowd at LSU helped. The crowd at Death Valley, it was a night game under the lights. I think that helped out a lot. Mixed with Lane Kiffin, mixed with Lane Kiffin just not being able to close games. So we'll see what happens. We'll see where LSU's at and where Ole Miss is at. This is Ole Miss's second SEC loss. One of them was at home to Kentucky. So to me, I just think that Ole Miss was a little overrated this year. And there seems to be a distraction at Ole Miss with Lane Kiffin. I know that there's a certain job opening that may have something to do with that, but it just feels like that there may be a distraction or something's not clicking with that team, with all that talent and everything. And to me, Ole Miss lost that game. LSU did not win it. Any disagreements, agreements, or agreements, Derek?
No, I agree with everything you said.
Ah, good. Ah, that's great.
Mhm.
Well, I guess with that being said, we'll close this one out. Um, I guess real quick, Derek, what do you think LSU is going to do after this, and what do you think Ole Miss is going to do?
Well, Ole Miss is going to get a few key games won, but LSU, they're going to lose every game. No, I'm joking. No, they're going to lose all the key. They're going to lose to like really key games. I think they lose to Arkansas. That's what I believe.
I got a feeling that might happen too.
Yeah, poor Patrick.
Yeah. um. All right. Well, I think that Ole Miss will probably drop a couple more. I think that they play Alabama. Um. I'm gonna double check that real quick. Do they play Alabama? I thought that you had said earlier that they played Alabama. No, it doesn't look like they do, but they do go to
No,
Arkansas. Um,
yeah, they'll win that game. LSU will beat Arkansas.
and they play Oklahoma. They play Georgia. They go at Florida versus Mississippi State. I think Ole Miss is actually in pretty good shape. I think that at most they drop two more games, but I do kind of
So
think
you
that they will probably drop the Arkansas game just because they don't.
Nope.
Kiffin doesn't win in Fayetteville. He hasn't won in Fayetteville. So I would lean towards Arkansas in that one. So we'll just kind of have to see, but I'm guessing that Ole Miss will finish about 9-3, 8-4 in that range.
Sooners. Suck.
Yeah, no. Ole Miss will beat OU. All right. LSU. Did you say where you thought LSU may finish at?
LSU's they're definitely losing to Arkansas. I see that game going to be a loss to
I wouldn't
LSU.
say
Uh,
definitely.
it's positively. They're in Arkansas. They're not at Death Valley. Lane Kiffin can't win. It's not happening.
Yeah.
Arkansas wins by 3. Then they go to
Ooh.
A&M. They go
Yep.
at A&M. Guess what? 12th
Yeah,
man
LSU has
lose.
a tough schedule. They really do.
Then they go. Then to Alabama. They beat Alabama. Then Florida. They beat Florida. They beat Vandy. They lose to OU. Because guess what?
They're
Death Valley
not
don't scare
losing to
OU.
OU. They're not losing to OU.
OU's always scared and scared about God. They're not scared about anybody else. Remember,
No.
even though they lost Texas.
No. No. All right, Derek. Well, I think that LSU will be somewhere between 7 to 9 wins max. I don't really know where in there. There's just a lot. I think that I agree with you. I do think that Arkansas will probably get them. Not going to say it's for sure. It is still a toss up. But I do think that I would lean Arkansas on this one. I would definitely pick A&M to beat them at Kyle Field. I'm going to lean Bama too. So yeah. Those are the ones that I have them losing, and then I think that they win their last 3. So I see them losing 3 more and then winning out with 3. So I think that would put them at 8-4, it looks like. So yeah. We'll see what happens. 8-4 would be out of the playoffs. So
Mhm.
with that being said, we're going to head out of here. We're going to work on the next segment here at the Momentum Sports Podcast. But if you guys could please give us a like on this video, subscribe to the video in our channel, that would really help push our videos out there and get you guys more involved in the conversation on what's going on. Comment down below. Let us know what you think of Lane Kiffin. Let us know what you think of LSU and Brian Kelly. Do you think that they get past 8 wins? Do you think that Lane Kiffin goes and wins in Fayetteville? You know, let us know down below. So with that being said, we're going to head out of here. Thanks for watching, guys.